Let's get started in a seated position. Sit up really tall. This is our yin practice. It's Wednesday, so happy halfway through the week. Happy hump day. We're almost halfway through. We'll sit up really tall, lengthen up through the spine, roll the shoulder blades down the back. And I thought for our breathing exercise to start off today, our bit of pranayama, it's breathing exercise, that we would focus on the energy centers of the body. As we get attuned and aligned with our body, start to notice our subtle body energy, and we can bring a deep breath and relaxation to each of the energy centers that align the center of the body. So there's 7 of them, chakras, also known as, and this is sort of a 2-part series. So just want to introduce the 7 areas today, and then next week we'll do a little bit more with the energy centers of the chakras. Before we bring attention to those centers, let's just take a couple deep breaths, and I'm going to count the breath as we breathe in. So take an inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And exhale, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Big exhale out the mouth. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And close your eyes, draw inward. Yin Yoga is all about finding stillness and sitting with stillness, feeling the subtle energies of the body, the connective tissue. And so before we get into our first pose this evening, just want to slowly take the hands over the head. This is the first energy center on the top of the head. And just gently raise your head with your hands and take a big deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Send some release into your head space. And in through the nose and out through the mouth. So the next chakra or energy center is the third eye, the space between the eyebrows. We're just going to take both of the middle fingers here and then cover the eyes and take 2 deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And the next center is our throat space. So just gently taking the hands on either side of the chin, the lower part of the cheeks, and the throat. Inhale and send release here. Inhale and exhale. And then 4th is our heart and our home base, right? There's 7, so it's the center, middle. Inhale. Exhale, release any heaviness in your heart. Inhale. And exhale, release any heaviness in your shoulders. And then take the hands over the rib cage, gently raising the sides of the ribs. Inhale. These are our solar plexus, the 5th chakra. Inhale and exhale. Feel the expansion. Inhale. And exhale. And then gently take the hands over your tummy, your belly space, 6th chakra. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And last one is the hip area, the base of the spine. So move the hands on either side of the hips. Take a big inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then just allow your arms to release for a moment. With your palms open, your hands can lie on the tops of your thighs. Rest your shoulders. Feel the energies in the center of your body. And find a stillness, find quiet as you follow your breath. And with your palms open, openness moving through the centers of your body. Set an intention for your practice with open palms, open hearts. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, breathing in your intention. Maybe it's just to give kindness to yourself, positive thoughts, stay positive. Do what you need to do to care for yourself. Even in these times of uncertainty, finding your anchor within yourself. And then inhale, bring your arms up overhead, reach the arms up. We're just going to start off with a little bit of movement. As you exhale, bring the right arm down. Reach the left arm over. It feels good just to reach it nicely. Wow. Inhale, bring it back up. And exhale, reach over. And we'll just go side to side one more time, just adding some movement before you hold our first pose. Inhale up and exhale. Okay, so glasses on. We'll bring the arms up again and then start to separate the hands, and we'll create sort of a cactus arms. Have you ever seen those cactus plants? And different cactuses look different, but there is a kind of cactus that looks like this. And you can start to feel the energy through the arms, right? And so just be here for a few breaths. Gently opening up the chest, drawing the elbows out a little bit, and spreading your hands. Close your eyes. So remember, first we get into the pose. It's the first part of the practice, sitting in. Then we find stillness. And then we surrender, right? We start to let go. See if we can take 5 breaths here. If this becomes too intense, we can always lower the arms a bit more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, stay with your breath. Feel what's happening. Collarbones are opening and spreading here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, begin to reach your arms long and just hold for a moment, getting a nervy stretch through your fingertips, drawing your shoulders back, feeling gravity wanting to pull your arms down here. Take a big breath here. Big, deep inhale. Big, deep exhale. One more breath here. Big, deep inhale. And exhale. You might start to feel the tension in the shoulders, so release them a bit more. And then, first real holding pose is we're going to take the right arm underneath the left. And we're going to give ourselves a big hug. Because we all need a big hug, and this is the safe way of doing it. I guess we give ourselves our own hug so we can distance from others. But it's nice to send that loving energy to ourselves. And just feeling your shoulder blades spreading here. Drawing your elbows together or even crossing them further. And lengthen up the spine here to start with. So take a few breaths here, just hugging in. And you can let your neck rest a little bit, your head rest forward. Be with the stillness. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. Breathe again. One more breath here. And then we'll add in a bit more variation to this pose. So arms stay where they are. We're just going to lift the elbows, inhaling here. And as you exhale, go forward. Scoot back a little bit so you can see more. Go forward as much as you can, allowing your back to stretch. You start to feel that stretch through the spine. And your elbows might not quite reach the ground. That's totally fine. They might reach it relatively easily. Just let your head fall forward and draw your chin. We're just bowing forward. Okay, get a little more stretch in your shoulder blades. Find the stillness and then surrender. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale and exhale. 6. Inhale and exhale. 5. Inhale and exhale. 4. Inhale and exhale. 3. Inhale. Create space. Exhale, soften. 2. And exhale. 1. Inhale, begin to lift it back to center. Spread your shoulder blades apart any amount further. Lift the elbows one more time. And reverse and stretch a bit. And then we'll start to separate that hold back to our cactus arms for just a moment. Recalibrating. And then before we go to the other side, switching arms, we'll just take the hands back behind, the fingertips on the ground back behind. Pull your shoulder blades closer together this time. Elbows a little bent here, shoulder blades close together. Lift the chest forward. Soften your neck, relax the tops of your shoulders. And just take about 5 breaths here. So remember, we vary how long we stay in the pose depending on the intensity of the pose. Usually 1.5 to 2 minutes. We don't like to do things to counter them on the time. 2 more breaths here. Stay with your breath. Soften your facial muscles. Soften your head. And then on your inhale, again, bring your arms back long. And as you exhale, this time, left arm across the feet, right arm on top. Went for eagle arm, but we're going to do our hug instead. So pull your shoulder blades gently, pull your shoulder blades apart. Walking your elbows across, and then hang out here in our tall spine for a moment. So where do you feel tension, and where can you find release? It's the main goal of being with something that may not be super comfortable. Sitting with a pose is often more difficult than moving in and out of poses. Requires more focus, more concentration, and awareness. Feel the shoulder blades spreading down the back. What's happening in the neck and the lower back. Soft where you can. And being present with your breath. Notice if you're taking a mental vacation. Come back to your breath. And then on your next inhale, start to lift your elbows with this nice stretch upward. As you exhale, gently bow forward, and you may find that the ground is far away or it's not touching the ground. That's totally fine. You can stay more upright. We're working on pulling the vertebrae apart, stretching here, and releasing the head and the neck down. Maybe after a few breaths, over a moment of time, we can bring the elbows down. Again, staying with your breath in the pose, melting into it, finding stillness. Inhale and exhale, 6, soft release. Inhale and exhale, 5. Inhale and exhale, 4. Inhale and exhale, 3. Inhale and exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, slowly begin to lift. Stay here at center for a breath. And on your next inhale, lift up. And slowly begin to unwind. You feel that effect. And a nice nervy stretch through the fingertips now. Reaching fingertip to fingertip. You can feel closing your eyes. See if you can find one line from one middle finger to the next longest finger to each hand. Reaching. And also soften your shoulders. Take one more breath there. And then we'll do that. Reach back one more time to counter the stretch. But at this point, if your feet are feeling a little cramped, you can switch the seated position if you need to. Pull shoulder blades down the back. And lean forward a bit this time. So fingertips glued to the ground. Lean forward a bit, opening across the collarbones. Drawing the head a bit forward. And taking about 5 rounds of breath. Just want to counter what we just did. Inhale and exhale. Walk the hands a little bit closer if you want to get more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And last breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Release your arms, relax your arms completely. And it's a lot for being seated with the legs and the hips. So we'll come onto all 4 now. Onto hands and knees. And just add a bit of movement after we've been sitting for those last couple poses. So start to move your hips a little bit side to side. And then just keep your knees where they are. Swing your hips over to one side and gently walk your hands. Take a stretch here. Your hands will spread under the ground like a gecko frog. Inhale back to center. And exhale, hold it to the other side. Nice stretch to the side of the legs. Inhale back to center. And then from here, tuck your toes. So we're on the balls of the feet and slowly start to lift up just for a moment. Wave up. Inhaling, stretching through the front of the body. And exhaling, closing down. Do that again. Inhale, wave up. And soften something underneath the knees if needed. Exhale, wave down. And just one more like that to start to move some energy through our body after holding it. Stretch. All right, inhale, waving up. And exhaling, bringing the hands to heart. Let's come all the way to a standing position. So standing up tall here, lengthening up here. Shoulder blades down the back, lifting up through the chest. I'm going to take the right arm and lift it up. So right fingertips reach up towards the sky, left hand reaches down. Feel this variation from side to side. So left arm, energy going down, right arm, right fingertips, energy going up. And right arm is close to the ear, but also finding a softness of the shoulder. So can you release the shoulder a bit even as you bring the arm close to the ear? And just take about 2-3 breaths here. We're going to add on. Inhale and exhale. Feeling that energy move through the right fingertips. Exhale here. And then bend into your right elbow. Gently bringing it. We'll bring it back behind the head. So the hand comes here onto the lower part of the neck or onto the upper back. And then we'll gently tug, grab onto the elbow and just tug it a little bit, leaning over to the side. So that's the stretch, that's the pose, that's where we want to be. So inhaling here, exhaling, going over a little further. And you start to feel that lateral stretch right through the arm, the underarm, the rib cage, the side of the waist, opening up the right side. Now, if this feels like too much tug, this is beyond the edge, this is painful, you can come more upright. We're still getting a stretch. It's a little less intense, definitely on the neck today. Wherever you are, see if you can take about 8 to 9 more rounds of breath on your own. Nice, smooth, easy breaths, maybe closing your eyes. If you're feeling any pain whatsoever in the neck, reel it up a little bit further. Relaxing through the neck, the side of the head. Breathe, release into those areas. Let's take 3 more breaths here together. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. That one can be a little intense. We're going to release it out. Release out this arm and just take a moment in Tadasana, mountain pose, to feel the effect. You can really feel it through that right arm. Come back to center, maybe come back to your heart chakra, your heart energy center, and just listen for your heart beating. Feeling the difference between right and left side. Take a big breath. And then slowly reach the right arm down, reach the left arm up. Hang out here for a moment, softening through the left shoulder a bit, but still keeping that arm close to the ear. Take another big breath here, inhale and exhale. And then bend into the left elbow and the hand is going to come onto the back or up a little bit further. And we grab onto the opposite elbow, or opposite hand grabs onto the elbow. And then we can just lean a little bit, or we can skip the lean altogether. So you kind of just, again, find your edge. The edge doesn't mean pain. The edge means appropriate sensation and stretch, which is different for everyone. Everybody's body is different. Honoring what your body can do and respecting the level where you need to be in order to not have pain in your body. Finding stillness, and then there's our surrender, just letting go. Maybe you go a little bit deeper, maybe you don't. Maybe you go a little less. Couple more breaths here. Where can you soften? Are you tightening needlessly through the shoulders, through the face, through the jaw? Release those areas. And let's take a few more big breaths together here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Slowly begin to unwind, and then we'll really feel it on that left side. So take a moment. Palms point forward. Relax the shoulder blades down the back. Find mountain pose and feel the residual effects. Then I'll walk to the arms and the shoulders and the chest and the upper mid-back. So let's switch gears, and if you need to hold on to something, this is a bit of a balance pose. You can have a chair or a wall handy. And here's where I said you might need to use the strap. So if you know that grabbing your foot is, a little tricky here, then you can use a strap or a resistance band or whatever you have to find it here. Bringing the knees in, close together. So just demonstrate with the strap. And trying to bring the heel closer in. And so if that's more conducive, use your prop, your strap. And if we can find the foot without having to use the strap, you're holding on to the outer part of the foot, trying to bring the knees close together. You need to use something to hold on to the balance here. You're going to bring the knees close together. And then we begin to gently kick the heel in towards the hip a bit more. You stand tall on the standing leg. Feel supported by something if we need it, because we hold this pose, for about a minute or so. And we don't want to be struggling in it. We don't want to be constantly wavering, moving, find stillness, however we do it. Our strap with the wall, finding something steady to focus your gaze on. This is key in yoga and especially balancing poses. So what we call our drishti, and imagine that third eye space guiding you to something on the wall, on the ground, the ceiling. Maybe it's a blank space, but you're steady in your gaze. Keep bringing the heel in a little bit closer. The toes are pointing. And if for some reason you want to add in something else here, we can take this opposite arm up. So if you want to add that, you can, but you don't have to. And certainly we can hold on to the wall. Maybe walk it up the wall as an option. All right, let's just take about 5-6 more breaths here. We really want to get this quad stretch, top of the knee attachment stretch. Big breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Break the strengthening your standing leg. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. One more breath. Draw the heel in a little bit closer if you can. Exhale out the mouth. And then slowly begin to release it out. Give your legs a nice little shake out. Again, mountain pose is home base. It's our equal standing pose. We want to find the qualities of mountain pose in each of our poses. Come back to home base. We take a breath. Feel the difference. And then we go to the other side. So whatever you used last time, if you need the strap, use the strap. Or whatever you're improvising with, strap or resistance band or clothing, if that's what you have. Use the wall if you need it, just to keep you stable. And then begin to kick the heel in towards the foot, knees together. And you can play around with this arm, maybe on the hip, here, hang out, here. Wherever you can find a appropriate stretch again for yourself. So it's different for everyone. And I want to emphasize no better or worse. It's the effort that you're putting in, and it's the ease that you can find in holding the pose. So finding these qualities in each of our poses throughout our practice and throughout life. Okay? Life is give and take. Life is effort and ease. Find the balance. Find something to focus on. Stillness and surrender. Working yourself. Maybe it's your shoulders. Maybe it's your throat. Let's take 5 more breaths. Big inhale. Do what you can with it. Big exhale. Big inhale. Big exhale. Big inhale. Draw the heel in a little bit further. Big exhale. Big inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. A little bit further. Exhale. And then gently, slowly, let it go, release it out. Okay, nice. Let's stretch out with your legs. Perfect. And it's a lot of balance standing, holding that pose for a moment. So we'll just kind of move for a bit. Walk the feet a little bit wider. Inhale, sweep the arms out wide, bend into the knees, and reach up. Exhale, bring them center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring them center. Feels nice to move for a moment. Bend the knees. And the next time you bend in, bring your hands onto the tops of your thighs. Relax your shoulder blades down. And point your toes out a little bit, point your heels in. So we don't need to be like super bent in. We can be like quite upright and the knees are just slightly bent. So we're here for a few breaths, starting to get this hip opening. We're working our inner thighs, our adductors, the outer hips are working as well. Tops of the thighs, stretching the hips a bit. Soften the shoulders. And if you like, you can bring your hands onto the hips. Again, like I said, we can be more upright. We're still getting a hip stretch here. Again, see if you can find 8 or 9 or even 10 more breaths here. If you need to move for a moment to release out any possible cramping, then do that. We want to be upright in our spine, so really trying not to round forward, but dropping the tail a little bit, the belly inward. Maybe even close your eyes here. This is very grounding after we did this balance stretch. What do you notice in your breath? Any change? What do you notice in your body? Maybe your knees are feeling it. Sit with the pose as much as you can. Reel up if it becomes too much. Go further if you feel like edge to go a bit more. Let's take a couple more breaths together. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale in through the nose, soften your throat and your jaw as you exhale out. Inhale in through the nose, exhale, soften your throat. Inhale in through the nose, exhale, let it go. 2 more here, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Before you come out of it, slowly sink in a tiny bit further. You can really start to feel the leg working. Bring your arms out wide. Inhale, straighten up. And before you know it, it's over. Hands to heart. Okay, do a little movement with your hips to release out. And maybe a big hip circle going one direction a few times feels good. Hands under the hips. And then go the other way so you can really nicely release the hips. Nice. Okay, building upon our hip opening, that is the next pose. But before we get there, let's bring our feet in and take a few half sun salutations. I'll just do two rounds. So on the inhale, we're bringing the arms up, just moving the energy through before we take the next pose. Exhale, forward fold, soften your knees as you go all the way forward. And this is going to feel nice on the back. Inhale, halfway lift, back, shoulder and back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up and around. And exhale, hands to heart. Let's do it again. Inhale, scoop the arms. Exhale, really nicely bend knees here. Forward fold, release your head forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's just do one more, just to even it out for 3. Inhale and exhale. 3 seems to be a nice number. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, mountain pose. Okay, so like I said, we're going to do one more thing with the hips. In Sunday's class, we did this squat, this yoga squat, and for some of us, it was a supported squat. So let's do a supported yogic squat for all of us, which means coming down onto the ground. And if you have that pillow that you're going to use for Shavasana or bolster, show you what that looks like. You can sit on it to bring the ground closer to you. Of course, you can actually do this one without a pillow or bolster as well. I'll show you what that looks like. It's just coming all the way down, basically in a squat position, but you're seated on the ground. I'll tell you, it's a lot nicer when your hips are elevated. So we can be here flat onto the ground. Okay, option. If you've got something to cushion underneath, then use it. And for some of us, our toes come out, and that just feels more natural. So if that's you, then that's fine, and it doesn't cause any pain or strain on your knees. The traditional squat, the way I learned it, was toes and heels in alignment, so toes are pointing forward. And then our hands come to heart center, and there's actually a bit of heart opening that occurs in this pose. Shoulders pull, open, shoulder heads, and the collarbones open, and the hands come to heart. And there's some gentle pushing out with the upper arms and pushing in with the inner legs and knees. Close the eyes here. Keep dropping the tailbone and lifting the sternum, lifting the chest. Openness in your chest. Let's take 10 rounds of breath here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Next couple of breaths, exhale out your mouth. Here's 5. Exhale. Inhale, big exhale. 4. Inhale, big exhale. 3. Inhale, big exhale. 2. Inhale, big exhale. 1. And then bonus breath. Inhale, just open your eyes. And exhale, release your arms. Slowly, while you're here, begin to walk your feet out a little bit further. We'll keep the heels on the ground. We'll keep the knees bent. The knees, legs are out a bit wide. And then we're going to take one moment to round forward, drawing the chin in. And again, it's a lot nicer with your hips elevated if you have the lower bolster to sit on. And we'll just take about 5 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. So we're pointing our toes into the ground, feeling the stretch across the top of the foot and the ankle. And finish your last exhale, round up through the spine, and then come back up. So we're taking care of the legs and hips a bit. Let's take a twist, a simple, easy seated twist, and then we'll work our way back onto the ground for our blissful shavasana. So finding our way back into a seated position, and that means different things for different people. Maybe you're cross-legged, maybe one leg's in front of the other. Find what you can here. But find your tall spine first, inhaling, rolling the shoulders down the back, and then slowly start to turn over to the left. And first we want to start to move the rib cage and just point the torso in the direction of the left knee. And maybe this is about where your twist needs to be, but not a whole lot of movement in the shoulder. If you're really feeling like, yeah, I want to go a bit further with that twist, then you can start to walk the right arm around, lift up the chest a little bit further, feel this breathing out action in the core, and draw the left shoulder back gently. And then really it's up to you how you want to move your neck. You can look over your right shoulder, you can look over your left shoulder, or you can keep it completely moved. Stay for about 7 more rounds of breath. You won't stay super long because it can get to be a bit intense and fixed. Inhale, sit up tall, and then as you exhale, tiny micro movements, twist of the toe. Inhale, sit up tall. Feel that wringing out action in your belly and core. Exhale, twist. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale. Releasing your twist. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last 2 breaths here. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist. Slowly start to unwind. Going through the steps of getting there and then coming back to center. Really feel it in that one side, and just take a moment to feel it. Take a big deep breath into the nose, relax your neck, move a little bit, exhale out the mouth. And then sit up tall. Remember, we can just find a gentle twist, sometimes less is more, pointing over towards the opposite knee. If you go that way and you take a breath or two and you feel like, okay, I want to go a little bit further, you start to pull the right rib back, pull the left ribs forward, and then we add a little more action in our shoulders, trying to keep our hips where they are, locking this left arm over, gently drawing the right shoulder back. And sometimes I find looking over this left shoulder is nicer than the right, but that's up to you. Again, we'll stay for about 7 more rounds of breath. Inhale, lengthening up. Exhale, finding a surrender in the chest. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, soften the tops of your shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. And then just like you came into it, slowly come back here for a moment. Feel that starting to unwind and come back to center. Open your palms and sit with it for a moment. Nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. Nice release. Okay, so we're ready to come all the way onto our mats. We're going over time a little bit. So we're ready to unwind. And if there's any other extra stretch that you like to do, then you can hug the knees in, or you can take a bridge pose or something that's a bit more movement that you like to do to release out the body. But really, we're ready for our final resting pose. We have time left to do. So come into it when you're ready. Again, you have props today if you want to use them. You can bring your blanket or bolster underneath the knees. You can use a washcloth or a towel for over your eyes. And just make your way there. However you do. You want to put something over your eyes, again, you can. Relax your shoulders into the earth. Point your palms up. And take a big sigh through your whole body. So feel your whole body settle and sigh in. Let your head be heavy in the earth. Let your shoulder blades relax. Let your heart be open and light. Relax your rib cage. Soften your belly. Release your hips and your glutes and your legs, your hands and your feet. Getting as comfortable as you can, and then finding stillness, close your eyes. Feel the reverberation of your breath through your body. And be here in stillness and silence for a little while. Feeling the effects of all the movements and poses that we've been doing. And the energy of your being at rest. Enjoy for a moment Shavasana. Very slowly start to deepen your breath. Take a nice deep breath in, take a nice deep breath out. Take an inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And big exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really big inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And side out, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly begin to waken up. Maybe you take another big breath, waking up your hands and your feet. Nice full body stretch, whatever feels nice to you. Slowly, when you're ready, start to roll off to one side. Bending your knees, finding the fetal position. And very gently lift yourself up. And we'll meet in seated one last time. Sitting up tall, relax your shoulder blades down the back. Maybe there's some new stretch, new openness in the shoulders and the hips. Where are you feeling it? Feel it if you do. And then on the inhale, bring your arms up overhead. As you exhale, meet your hands at your heart center, that center of your energies. And take a moment to honor your practice, your intention, and also the energies of those who share in the practice with us. It's a blessing, and I have great gratitude for being able to share with you, even remotely. So, with that in mind, honoring the intention that you set, the energy of those around us. We'll take one Om to complete our practice. You can inhale, exhale to cleanse, inhale and Om. Feel free to join. Inhale, cleansing breath. Big exhale. Inhale. Om. Thank you for joining me, bowing to the light in each of you. Namaste.